Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading for September 2025. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Listen, we're going to jump right in. Capricorn, if you are new to my channel, I'm going to do your astrological overview. Then I'm going to break it down and do your spread. Then we break it down a little bit further, pull more cards week by week. Well, let's see what's going on every week. But if you did see my last live stream, then which I'll leave at the end of this video, these forecasts are just going to be a little bit shorter than normal, and I am going to be speaking fast. So you can adjust the volume in your settings on your YouTube if I am speaking a little too fast. Now, September. Remember the asterisk, the green asterisk, always the best aspects of the month. Yeah? So you see what's going on. So let's talk about September. But that's the thing. It's still great. There's still great stuff, but it is a time of significant change. It's eclipse season. They're game changers. They're going to bring really big endings, new beginnings. That's what eclipses do, but they are considered wild cards. So you can't really, there is an element of the unexpected, right? So they are also part of a storyline that you've been experiencing, which I'll walk you through. There's been a lot going on for Capricorns, all right? Just know that these eclipses are on the Virgo Pisces axis, so they're the biggest theme of all. Sorry, let me just the biggest theme of all would be health. All right, so that would be physical health, mental health, your immune system, social health, all of that. Okay, especially for you with the North Node in Pisces in your third house, which is communication. It's also gut health. Virgo rules the digestive system, so just keep that in mind. There may be a big focus here, and that may be some things where you may want to release things, try new things. That rare grand trine, by the way, the prism portal, if you don't know what that is, I'll leave that video I'll leave it in the description box. Okay, it's the one that, what you can expect for the next 2 years for your sign because of this rare alignment, right, that nobody's experienced, bringing in this new era. What stays though, but prism portal is going to shift a little bit this month, but what stays is out with the old, in with the new. Okay, that there's a lot of changes that's going to be happening. The other thing is September is a really big month, and not only because of the eclipses. There is a lot of those rare aspects from August that are spilling over into September. There's also the eclipses, which, yes, there's more in the back here. And there's even so many aspects that I didn't have room on the whiteboard for, and I got a bigger whiteboard. But anyway, there's some challenging aspects that kind of surround the eclipses as well. So we will walk through that as well. All right. So the last thing I'm going to tell you, Capricorn, is that all the planets have come out to play hard. Yeah. In September, Mercury, Venus, Mars, all the inner planets, they're all changing signs. Yeah. Some with some, you know, aspects that we're going to talk about. Jupiter is definitely going to make a cameo, make a few cameos, aligning with the North Node, which is absolutely amazing. And we'll talk about that. And all the outer planets, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, all retrograde. Okay. Two of which are just going retrograde. All right. You see them here. So a lot of reflection, a lot of going within. And of course, we can't forget the luminaries, the sun and the moon. They will be on the nodes. They're working with the nodes. Therefore, strong eclipses and faded moments that are happening this month. So, if you didn't catch that, that was all the planets, all the heavenly bodies in our solar system active as AF. Yeah, I almost said it. Now, right off the bat, this is why, Capricorn, I might spend a little bit more time with you. Saturn, your ruler, going retrograde. Okay, so that's happening right off the bat. September 1st until February 2026. That's right. That's the Saturn Neptune conjunction, right? That's when Saturn moves back into Aries, and that is the great reset. Again, look at watch the video, the Saturn Neptune video that I did. So, week after week, I have told you take inspired action over the summer with the Prism Portal, yeah, because you create your reality and you can put yourself where you want to be by February 2026. Because from this point forward, a lot of what's happening September, October, November, it really is going to feel like the first half of this year. All right. So maybe a little bit of deja vu. And over the summer, you were getting a glimpse of what your life was going to be like if you were taking that action. Okay. And the prison portal, yeah, it just shifts. Things just shift, right? It's not as strong as it was last month. Okay. So that was like a big window of opportunity. So I hope that you did take inspired action for where you want to be. Now, Saturn, your ruler, is the planet of authority and restrictions and commitments, responsibility, reality check. So Saturn moving back into Pisces, significant because Pisces rules your third house of communication, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, your local community, education, teaching, writing, creative writing, PR, marketing, advertising for your brand, all of that. So since March 2023, Saturn was testing you in this area. Even short distance travel, there may have been some moments of travel. Okay. If you want to think about May 2025, you can also think about that. There may be some themes that come up because Saturn is going to be that same degree point. Now, Saturn is going to be a little, he's the TSA agent, right? He's a little, he's gonna be like Gordon Ramsay this month. Okay, you're on, what is it, Kitchen Nightmare, whatever it is, Master Chef. You're one of the contestants. You made it to the final. This is the final. All right, you're the top three with your micro leaf dish, whatever it is. But here's the thing: Saturn is now just doing a review. He's going to see how much you learned since March 2023. Okay, so you've done the bulk of it for the past 2 years. He tested you in all forms of communication, everything that I just mentioned, right? Even like teaching and maybe even teaching and learning things and things that have to do with social media. That would be the third house, the internet. Now, so that's kind of a big deal, right? We have to communicate. And so he's going to grade you now. All right. He's going to grade your micro leaf thing. But anyway, he's going to grade you. He wants to see how much you learned. So it's a check-in, but it's Saturn, who is, known to be a little hard. And if you haven't passed your test, if you're not going to pass your test that he's going to give you with this check-in, he might make it a little bit harder. So just bear that in mind, okay? Because Saturn is karma. And I'm just saying, like, he rewards you when you put in the work. So this week, you see the first week, and you literally see that the first week is busy. Now, Saturn being karma, with the fact that the North Node, the karmic node of fate, your destiny, your life purpose and mission statement, then Pisces, Saturn retrograde is very close to that eclipse in Pisces. So it is going to be a strong week of karma and fated moments. So try your best to impress Gordon with your micro flower, whatever it was. So this week, just take time to ask yourself, what did I master when it comes to communication, branding myself, social media, siblings, my relationship with family, travel, all of that, everything that I said, right? Ask yourself, how far did you come? Have I been realistic? Have I been real with myself? That's Saturn, right? Is everything that I'm doing now, is it actually part of the future that I want? Is it part of my, big dream? Remember, Pisces is dreams. Saturn is helping you make your dreams become reality. Sometimes it's the hard way. This way, it's not that bad. Remember, Saturn was harder before. This is a check-in, but it is Gordon Ramsay. So you're going to be making decisions, okay? You're going to be having changes. And actually, Jupiter trining the North Node. Let's talk about that. It's been a couple of years, so it's really special. Exact on September 3rd. You will feel it all week, all right? That's just the perfection, and that's Jupiter in Cancer. That's your opposite sign, meaning this has to do with partnerships and relationships and contracts for you. It can be love, it can be career, it can be, your dentist, it can be your, private driver, your agent, whoever. Just think what. And Jupiter is helping you, okay? So he's currently exalted in Cancer, and he does his best in Cancer. He can do so much for you for being in Cancer. And he is luck and good fortune and abundance and wisdom expansion. And so this is really nice. It's very spiritual, okay? So again, that really helps. And it is Jupiter, all right? And Jupiter natively rules, he is a ruler of Pisces. So there is that connection there as well. So a lot of y'all actually might be getting married too. Yeah, the seventh house is like marriage and love. So there's this. Remember, there's something you're meant to learn this first week. Now, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon for your husband, Roger, or whoever, your dog, it doesn't matter. All the water signs, that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, will feel Jupiter trine the North Node the most. If you know your birth chart, your natal chart, if you have any planets 16 to 20 degrees in the water signs, you're really going to feel it. Okay. Now, by the way, did I mention that the first week is really loaded? And the reason why I'm like kind of harping on the first week is because next week we'll be skipping it. Okay. As I said in my live stream, I am going away and I'm taking Ruby with me. All right. We're going to take some time off, and I hope that's okay. But we'll be back for the weekly forecast. All right, now Capricorn, September 2nd, Mercury will move into Virgo. So I listen. That's actually one of the best things for you. All right, this is going to be until the 18th. We're already in Virgo season, right? So Mercury's joining the sun. Mercury is exalted in Virgo, the same way Jupiter is with Cancer, meaning Mercury does his best for you now. All right. Here's the thing. This is amazing because Virgo is grounded, practical, pragmatic, just like you, fellow, Earth sign. And Mercury in Virgo is definitely just very analytical, reliable with communication and thoughts. It's Mercury, the messenger, right? So you taking a step back, observing things, right? Doing the math and all of that. So it is definitely more Scully than Mulder. But Virgo does rule your ninth house, which is very spiritual. So I feel like you're going to be learning a lot. You're going to have this desire to learn a lot. Spirituality, it's like ancient wisdom. It is, the wise, one here. Teachers, philosophers, that's the ninth house. And it's also, again, learning. But ninth house is also publishing. And so some of y'all may write, like blogs or books or things like that. Okay, it's Mercury, right? All about writing. Virgo is also, because it's ruled by Mercury, it's your ninth house. There's something here, all right? Or even podcasts, it's broadcasting as well, and long distance travel. So there may be something here with you all month, by the way, that has to do with education, learning, teaching, or travel. Those are big themes for you. All right. Now, September 3rd is we got Mercury and Virgo square Uranus and Gemini. I mean, I would just keep an eye on this one. It is a little bit stronger than you would think. It's not only, well, the great news, it's mutable, right? Virgo, Gemini, mutable sign. So it's great. You can adapt. You're already quick witted and smart with Mercury and Virgo, thinking clearly. But Mercury rules both Virgo and Gemini. This is strong. Mercury is also the lower octave of Uranus. They're related. It's a square. It's strong. Mercury sure is the messenger, but he's also the trickster. You kind of see that side of him in a square. So yeah, there may be some surprises. That's Uranus, surprises, the unexpected. So just, it's a time to be mindful with communication. There may be, there may be some, arguments. And for you, it really would be more in the workplace. Okay. Virgo rules the workplace, but Jupiter and Gemini, that rules your sixth house. So you see that there you have an overlap there because that's Virgo's home. So they're just not really seeing eye to eye. It's kind of like this a brother sister fight, or you know what I mean, like sibling rivalry. Just be mindful. There may be some things, words said you didn't mean. Someone might say something to you. You may get unexpected messages. I would even be mindful of like technology, the internet, things like that. All right. This is, Mercury. So, social media as well. All right. But for you, again, very likely something in the workplace, colleagues, employees, bosses, things like that. Maybe your, employee, your intern from Kentucky, whatever. Now, remember, any of these aspects, you can use them. Don't let them use you, right? This is also like innovation. It's being experimental, it's thinking outside the box, it's freeing your mind. It's Uranus, right? Uranus will be trining Pluto all month. Pluto being in Aquarius is a big thing. It could be your big breakthrough here. So again, use it to your advantage. And remember, Pluto and Aquarius, that's your second house. If there's something here about your self-worth, self-value, things that you value, and money may be a topic that does come up. Okay, finances, salary, things like that. Now, mutable signs, by the way, they're gonna feel this aspect the most, especially Virgo, Gemini, and I'm throwing in Sagittarius, Pisces, or mutable signs, and Aquarius. Now, Thursday, September 4th, Mars will square Jupiter in Cancer. So this is very interesting. This is very interesting for you. Practice patience, compromise, easy peasy. That's how you get through this one, okay? Because this one, you may feel a little amped up. You want to make big moves. Maybe someone said something the day before, right? But this can lead to burnout energy, like expending energy into something that's so not worth your time. So just remember, you are on a karmic journey. It's a very karmic month. Everything you do or say has ripple effects. Everything is made of energy, and you create your reality. So you always want to be the best person in a situation, and this is a square. So again, a little bit of a squeeze, maybe some tension around this time, and it will likely have to do with a partnership or a contract, because again, Jupiter, Cancer, your seventh house, there's someone else involved here. Mars and Libra, by the way, your 10th. So you've had Mars and Libra for a while. There may have been some moments in career, fame, public recognition. That's all 10th house activity. So again, maybe something that has to do with the workplace. So just be mindful here, and just remember, Jupiter's exalted in Cancer, meaning he's in the better position. He's more powerful. So just kind of absorb more of that energy. All right. Friday, September 5th, Uranus will go retrograde in Gemini until November 7th. That is big. All right. I know some people are just like, oh, it's just another retrograde. Nah, it's Uranus. It's Uranus, the sky god, lightning, the great awakener. Yeah. And thank you for anyone who signed up, became members of Great Awakener. I'm very excited, and I really am very grateful. Now, progress, innovation, breakthroughs, the future, that is Uranus, okay? Because also the unexpected and surprises, and Uranus and Gemini, remember, 6th house, everyday activities, okay? Your day-to-day activities. Again, that's Virgo's home. So also health. Yeah? You are really going to spend some time thinking about health. All types of health. Mental, emotional, social, physical, spiritual, all of it going within, okay? And work. Maybe there's something that you need to process for some time when it comes to work. All right. And pets as well. All right. That's part of the 6th house. Just remember, this is all about expanding your consciousness. And if you want to think back to July 7th, that's possibly what you're going to be thinking about, because Uranus will be going over those degrees again. All right. In Gemini. So possibly a lot that you're reflecting on from anything that happened from July 7th forward. Now, Sunday, September 7th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. This is big deal, 15 degrees. I did a whole video on eclipses. I'll leave it at the end of this video or in the description box. Yeah. It's an eclipse. It's, like I said, they're game changers. Things happen unexpectedly. Things can be eclipsed from your life. But it just clears a path forward for you on your journey, okay? And remember, there's something fated here. It's on the node of, the nodes of fate. If you want to think about what might happen around this time, remember, everything is cyclical, including eclipse cycles. They happen every 19 years. So think about September 2006 to September 2008. Okay, that was the last time this happened. But remember, they're just picking up little patterns because the sky was completely different at that time. You didn't have Jupiter in Cancer. You didn't have, what I mean? Like, so there definitely is something here. Again, 3rd house, communication, siblings, travel, education, things like that. Okay, your local community. Now, if you also don't want to think that far back, excuse me, you can think about the new moon solar eclipse in Pisces last September 17th, 2024. that was the beginning of this whole new phase for you, this whole new cycle. And remember, eclipses are about 100 times more powerful than new moon, full moon. Just think about the entire month of September 2024. Some people feel eclipses weeks before, weeks after, or on the day. It really depends on your chart. But this is now closing out a chapter from that, okay? And remember, everyone has different birth charts. You're going to feel it differently. It's like fingerprints, right? Everyone has a different fingerprint. That's just how it goes. This eclipse, it's a lunar eclipse. So there's closure, there's endings, it's emotional. It's there's release. There's a sense of release. It's powerful and very cathartic. Yeah, it's in Pisces, which is very spiritual and feminine and sensitive. So yeah, definitely an emotional lunar eclipse. Excuse me. Third house. So there could be the end of a contract. There could be ending. You know what I mean? Like even if like maybe for 6 months you weren't getting along with like a sibling or whatnot, like this could be the end of that. Now y'all make up, and everyone's going to see it differently, feel it differently. And with eclipses, you never want to force anything. You just want to go with the flow with the go. Remember, water flows. All right, so should anything happen that's eclipse, just remember it's part of your path. And I got a cough again. Okay. Now, the other thing is that, where are you? Oh, the big thing here is that I was eating popcorn earlier. The other thing is here, the other thing, you do have, so this lunar eclipse, just when I talk about closure and endings and culminations and turning points, you have it three ways. First, it's a lunar eclipse, right? That's just it's a really big full moon. And then it's in Pisces, which is like endings, it's the last sign. And then remember, the South Node is in Virgo. It's connecting with that, and that's release. It's also Virgo, it's just like purification, purging, detox. What has to go? Yeah. What is the energy that you're feeling that's disrupting, disrupting your biofield? What has to change? What is non negotiable for you at this point? Okay. Don't forget Jupiter's protecting you. Jupiter's trining the North Node, so you've got that. Who's going to feel this eclipse the most? Well, it will be the mutable signs. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and a third in Cancer and Scorpio, okay? Anyone with planet 16 to 20 degrees in any of those signs are going to feel it. By the way, Saturn, retrograde in Pisces, you're up there. Capricorn, okay? Because Saturn is a ruler. Now, Friday, September 12th, you have the Sun and Mercury sextiling Jupiter. This is the best and luckiest day of the entire month. You have the Sun sextile Jupiter. It's pretty rare; only happens like twice a year. And then Mercury sextile Jupiter, same thing. It just happens to happen the same day on this weekend. It's a great weekend. All right, really great weekend. Sextiles are windows of opportunity. You have to take that action, right? You got to put things in motion, but both the Sun and Jupiter are optimism, growth, opportunities. Mercury sextile Jupiter, that's Mercury, communication, right? The messenger. So this is receiving good news, maybe you announcing good news. This is great for job interviews and asking for a raise, signing a contract, lucky negotiations. And remember, Jupiter in Cancer is in your seventh house of contracts. So there's something really nice, really, really nice here for you. It could be like a publishing deal. Remember, Virgo rules your ninth house. There's just so many possibilities for you. That's really, really great here. It definitely could be something with a lot of y'all could be getting married, to be honest, or getting proposed to. But yeah, I think that there's got to be something really special that's very enlightening for you. Okay, now the other thing is that it just happens to be, remember what I said, Mercury and the Sun together. So they're aligning. Mercury's going to be in the heart of the Sun. Therefore, this is also a Mercury Cazimi sextile Jupiter. Like, when was the last time you saw that? So that's really great because that's a refresh, this clarity of mind, this, even for you, this huge spiritual awakening that could be happening around this time, it being in your ninth house, right? It is at 20 degrees. So it is going to be on the south node of Virgo. Okay. So very interesting. This is very like karmic energy, but definitely something's got to go to make something come in. But for you, it really does look like the ninth house is like your belief system. It's your perspective on things. It's your, there may be a shift in perspective, and that is your letting go moment for this new thing that's coming into your life. All right. So just keep that in mind. Who's going to feel this the most? Well, it will be the mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, especially Gemini, by the way. Okay. Because the moon will be in Gemini, and therefore the moon will conjunct Uranus in Gemini at 1 degree. So it forms this mini grand trine, which is beautiful with Pluto in Aquarius, sextile Neptune in Aries. So when I look at what's happening for you, remember Gemini rules your sixth house. There really can be something here when like work related, okay, or even health related, or something that's going to change your day to day. All right. Now the other thing is, well, that's it for this. Okay. So the other side, and remember, when your weekly forecast, when I return from the vacation that I'm going on, it's not really a vacation. It's just like, it's more that I, of just getting away than like for some time. There you go. Okay. All right. Now, what I was saying is that we're going to go a lot deeper in the aspects when I return. Okay. So, which is, here we go. September 15th, and that's why I'm just going to lightly go over this because some aren't super relevant for you. September 15th, Venus in Leo, sextile Mars in Libra. Yeah, that's actually really relevant to you. That's really great. You're going to feel it days before, days after. We'll talk about it. It's the two cosmic lovebirds, but you've got Venus in Leo in your 8th house, and you've got Mars in Libra in your 10th. So what does this mean? It just means like there's some big boost with career. There's something here with fame. There's something here with money. Okay. Money may be a really big thing around this time for you because the 8th house is assets, shared assets, resources, investments, royalties, inheritance, things like that. Okay. 401ks and whatnot, loans and taxes. But it's also relationships and deepening relationships. And it can be with business partners, with your 10th house activated. Now, Wednesday, September 17th, we'll talk more about these in your weekly forecast, but you see everything that's happening here with Mercury opposite Saturn and Neptune, but not on the whiteboard. Mercury will go into Libra. You see that. You see Mars is still in Libra. So what does it even mean? Around this time, like you're really, really, really going to see a lot of action and activity in career. That is major, all right? All this Libra rules your 10th house. So there's also the fact that you have the South Node in Virgo. You're approaching this new moon, solar eclipse in Virgo. There could be some things are signing, legal matters, big partnership activity, big moves in career. FYI, okay? Because you even see Mercury trining Uranus and Gemini and Pluto and Aquarius. Like that's really great. That's a grand air trine. I mean, that's at 1 degree. Remember, that's like new beginnings and ventures. Venus moving into Virgo on September 19th. That is going to be very interesting. And we'll talk about when we get to weekly forecast. Venus doesn't do so well in Virgo. It's very like like it's kind of like looking at love and relationships and money in a very like from like an analytical lens. But for you, it is your fellow Earth sign and it is your ninth house. So there, we'll talk about it. You may love it actually. Monday the 22nd. This is the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo, and again, your ninth house truly activated. 29 degrees is this new moon. It's happening around 5:30 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time if you want to convert that. It's at 29 degrees, critical degree, energetic degree. So what does that even mean? This is a major culmination. This is like a graduation of sorts. Yeah. And it's like also kind of like a reset. Remember, you've already planted seeds. You've already set intentions with a new moon in Virgo, August 22nd. Now this is like the rocket ship that's taking those seeds you planted in your ninth house. So again, publishing, broadcasting, travel, education, teaching, imparting wisdom in some way. Now, spirituality, your belief system, all of that. This is big, okay? This is really big. And remember, it's in Virgo, so it's still a lot of things that have to do with work, the workplace, Health matters as well, but it will be on top of the South Node in Virgo. So another one of those we got to release to let in the new. Okay. And when I say release, and nothing's changed. It's the same thing. It's like any old patterns or habits, any systems or structures that no longer work anymore, that you're just like, oh, I'm doing this whole new thing. And so really weave in that health part. It is Virgo. Okay. Virgo does rule healthcare and health matters. So it just starts with like self-love, self-care, self-value. All right. Even little things like, are you sitting too much? Are you scrolling through your phone too much? Do you feel like you're being nurtured? Are you of service to others, which is a big Virgo trait and quality? And so a lot of things may come up weaved into this new moon, solar eclipse in Virgo, that has to do with health. And you could be the one that's imparting wisdom in a big way as well. Like you could be a doctor, or you could be a healer, like things like that. Like that's a big one. The only thing is, yeah, there's always a thing. This month, this new moon solar eclipse, well, Gordon Ramsay, Saturn, will be opposite it. So it is in opposition with your ruling planet, Saturn, that just moved back into Pisces. So again, there's just something here that really, truly has to do with travel, education, everything that we talked about earlier. All right. So we'll talk about more in your weekly forecast. Now, we do move into Libra season. So you're going to, on Monday, September 22nd, you're going to see a huge emphasis on career and fame. And again, if you're not here for career or fame, just your reputation, whatever you want to be known for, right? That's the 10th house, okay? Wherever you're exerting that energy for recognition, honors, that's the 10th house. It's very public facing. But it's also like really big partnership energy, contracts, even marriage. But it just feels there's like huge movement that's happening in career for you this month, all right? You also see the equinox. I mean, there's just so much happening clustered around this time. But the biggest thing of all would be the fact that it's not even on the whiteboard. Between the eclipse and the equinox, Mars will move into Scorpio. Mars has not been in Scorpio, its home sign, for years. Mars is very happy. He's coming home and he's going to party. All right. So, Mars in Scorpio is intense. A lot of passion, a lot of drive, ambition, libido. Scorpio rules your 11th. So this is taking everything that you've been working on, all the lessons you've been learning, all the career stuff that you're about to see changes in. Mars is going to take it to a whole other level because Scorpio rules your 11th house of your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, commitments, dreams, all of that. And it's your social network. It's your network. You're going to be networking. You're going to be meeting people. It's groups you belong to. It's benefactors. It's allies. It's all of that. It's a lot. So just keep that in mind. You can ride that train. You can absolutely ride it, but just remember it can be like a lot of energy. All right? Because you see what's happening here at the end of the month. Mars will square Pluto. And that's why I'm bringing this up. Mars, as soon as he enters Scorpio, that's when it starts. This is just the perfection. And those are the two most powerful planets, and they both happen to be the rulers of Scorpio, which I told you is an intense sign. And when they're about to West Side Story. So there may be something here with money as well. All right. And again, it's not a bad thing. It'd be your big breakthrough. It's Pluto, right? Pluto and Aquarius in your second house of income, salary. But it is like everything that you do. Remember, be responsive, not reactive. You're going to be fine. Let's get started. Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you for September 2025. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, Capricorn, I do a traditional culture cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. And secondly, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for, I know it's dark. I'm trying to get these readings in before it's Saturday. It's been a week. I can't wait to take There we go. I hope you're having a great weekend, great day, all of that, all of that. Yeah, like, come on, y'all crack me up. Stop. Okay, let me take a drink, and then let's see what's going on here. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Wow. Oh my. Oh my. I can't even. I lost. I'm gonna get. I'll do this. I've been doing this. I'll do that. I'll give you a little because you're good, Capricorn. What the? Come on. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Can you? I'm still on this new system, and I'm filming this at like. Okay. Yeah, you can say. Okay, great. Um, okay, you're good. Your life is changing in ways that you would never imagine. Like this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Like you got a death card. I always say the death card doesn't come out as much as it should. There you go. Okay. Death is attributed to Scorpio. Scorpio is all about death and rebirth, right? That's what this is, right? There's this out with the old, in with the new. Your new you in this new era. You're moving toward it. The sun coming on the horizon. You see all this white, the white horse, that, all this purity. Just don't resist change. It seems like you don't want to anyway, but you are definitely going through change. This is change. This is dramatic change. This is even radical change. Looking at what's happening here, this is big. Okay. So, right off the bat, expect change and transformation, like caterpillar to butterfly, Knight of Cups, and the heart of your spread. So, what did I say about partnerships and relationships being a really big thing for you this month? There you go. There's affirmation. It's in the heart of your spread. Oh, it's a monthly reading too. And the Knight of Cups is just in pursuant. He's in pursuant to fill his cup. Okay, emotional fulfillment. And this is the knight in shining armor. So he's looking for you see him extending his cup. Yeah. He's looking for a partner in crime. He wants to share his journey with someone. And so this is love, this is relationships, it can be career, it can be whatever you are seeking. A creative partner, creative projects, all that, a lot of creativity here. At the end of the day, if you're not seeking that at all, if you're like, nope, 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 I live, in this farm in, Adelaide, and the nearest neighbor is like 500 miles away. It's just you wanting to fill your cup, you just seeking emotional fulfillment in any way that you want. Okay, that's what this is. It's action, though. It's a night. Nights are all on a mission. They have a purpose. It's action. You're good. You're actually really fine. I'm going to show you one other thing here. This has not happened in a really long time. It's the same thing. You see that? It's the same thing. We can go into it later, but they both want change. That's it. They just both want change. Yeah. Now, Eight of Swords in your challenge area. Two things here. A, you're coming out of it. You're coming out of it because of the death card, right? So there's anything that you felt like, oh, I can't do this, or things are hard, or remember there was those reality checks like Saturn was bringing, still doing this month. Yeah, you're coming out of it. You're like, I've already learned. I this is my dish. It's the winning dish. It's like that confidence. It's like even like a facing Gordon Ramsay or whatever it is. There it is. You're coming out of something that could have been hard. You're taking those steps out. You can even see her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants. So that's the great thing, okay? Because all this change, it's almost like there's something, maybe an eclipse, that something happens where it inspires you to come out of like, I can't do this, okay? But it does feel like it's you that's like, no more. Secondly, yes, there's very likely someone in your life that you may have to have moments with. They may be in places where you need, they need your support. Remember, I always say, like, we're a collective. We help each other. We support each other. We don't put people down. We raise their frequency. If anyone's in a situation, we want to bring them into high frequency. So that just could be part of like your karmic journey. But anyway, that's just another thing. Okay. There may be someone also that you want to, have on your journey, but that person could be like, not, you need to just give them time and compromise. That's it. Okay. Remember, this is you can create your reality. You have that Queen of Pentacles in your crown, right? Wealth, but it's not just wealth. The Queen of Pentacles has a lot of like, I'm gonna show you her. You see the pentacle, her hands under the pentacle, like it's giving, okay, that Virgo energy of service to others. She's the richest queen who can build a world that she wants to live in. All right, so there is that element of you knowing that, having that confidence, and that's kind of like your big goal. Like, I want to take care of people, I want to take care of these people, whether it's in work, in the workplace, let people understand like they can count on me, they can trust me. But it's also like she has the resources. Like, it's like, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be good, just continue to go in the direction that you're going. Two of Pentacles is the root spread, so there is something here where it's like, yes, there could be something through September. Remember, eclipses they can shake things up. Uranus is also very active, so there is a sense of like, there may be some choices that you have to make, and it could be just a new job, new career, new professional path, anything with money, finances. But at the same time, Pentacles are a physical reality, so it can be a relationship. But that's that's like the main thing here is just knowing that you don't have to be in the same thing, right? You can change things up. And it just feels like something that is fueling this big change that you understand will bring this wealth and wellness in your life. And that is part of health, okay? Mental health, all of that I explained earlier. And then you have the Fool in your future. Like, you're good, you're fine, you're amazing. You're moving into this new direction. This is a whole new world for you. The Fool is this is card 0, right? This it's You're not turning back. You see both the Death card and the Knight of Cups. They're both moving forward. Yeah, they're both moving forward. And then you see you got the Fool here, who's not even looking down. He's standing at the edge of the cliff. This is taking those risks. This is doing something with confidence. This is just a brand new journey, kicking out the Fool's journey. Yeah, I mean, like, this is amazing. This is amazing. There's just something that it's next level. You got the full abundance of the sun here. So much innocence, so much opportunity. It's amazing. I think that Uranus is going to be really great for you. Uranus in the 6th. Let's get to your staff, Capricorn. You are, wow. You're like ready. You're ready. You're ready. You're ready for change, new beginnings. And if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. I can barely see, this light is. What else? Yeah, you know I love y'all. All right. So, Capricorn, oh my. I don't even, like, you cannot even make this up. Everyone's getting like these amazing like eclipse spreads, but whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you got the Magician. Yeah? It's really all about mind over matter for you. It's really more about like believing that you can have everything with that Queen of Pentacles and the Magician here. With the Magician, card 1. I mean, like, this is you saying, yeah, I can create my reality. This is literally as above, so below. Hand to the sky, hand to the ground. Infinity symbol over his head. Ouroboros on his belt. All the tools of tarot at his disposal. You can have whatever you want. You just have to take that action. The Magician is a card of action. Yeah. So I love this. And when we talk about manifestation, the Queen of Pentacles, a lot of similarities. Again, you're getting this very rare spread. You can see very similar. So again, okay, so just very similar. You see the roses at the top here, their outfits are this. It's just very similar. Okay. You even see the bunny rabbit here in the corner, right? In the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry, the lighting is just like, okay. That represents this like growth, this fertility, this new, right? With same thing with the Magician. I can't even, like, so keep manifesting, like, new things are happening. You got the Hermit, amazing. You got someone on your side. There's someone that could be offering like this really sage wisdom, advice, and someone that's just there for you spiritually as well. And hey, the Hermit is Virgo. So it could be a Virgo, Virgo rising, Virgo moon. It could be even, and we're in Virgo season. So, but anyway, you got me speechless. Um, but yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Remember that spirit, like the fact that you've got Virgo in your ninth house of spirituality anyway, like what I was saying, like ain't like wisdom, imparting wisdom, things like that. But there is a sense of like maybe there's also someone in your life that is doing this deep reflection too, and that's inspiring you. Now, yeah, the Six of Pentacles. This is all about giving. This is all about support. This is all about generosity. This is amazing. And it just seems like you want to be in that role. It seems like that's part of your new path, and it's exciting and it's lovely and it's amazing. Ace of Pentacles is your final outcome. There's your new path. There's your new path. I can't even believe it. That's like I said, a lot of y'all moving in like new careers, professions, a lot of activity happening there, but also money. Yeah. So it could be like a new job. Literally, you see the golden pathway here, right? You see the archway. It's a gateway. There's this new, it's a hand of spirit offering you the biggest pentacle in the deck. So yes, money and wealth, but pentacles, like I said, your physical reality. It could be like a relationship. It could be, are you having babies? Mm, yeah, some of y'all are going to start having babies starting in November as well. But you may have to anyway. But that's anyway. You're good. You don't even need any clarifiers. This is clear as day. Like your life is changing dramatically. This is very rare. This is because look. I'm going to show you one more thing. You see in this knight's card, in the death card, the red. You see the red feather in his cap, same as a fool, referencing the fool. That's that death and rebirth. There's almost like this rite of passage. It's almost like this. It's just this ascension. I mean, like this is like I can't even. Oh my gosh, Capricorn. Okay, let's break it down week by week. Capricorn, first week. Well, obviously the biggest thing would be the full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces. So, let's see what. Okay, well, there you go. All right, so first week of September for Capricorn. Oh, you got the 9 of Wands. Okay, so very interesting because there is a little bit of like, yes, even with that 8 of Swords here, the 9 of Wands is just saying, don't give up. You got this. Like, and that's you saying, I'm not gonna give up. Like, I'm not doing. No one's gonna take away these wands that I'm protecting. And yeah, I've weathered the storm. I've gone through it. I've had moments, and it could have been career. It could have been, it's wands, right? Profession, but anything that you're ambitious about, or even like there's so much creative energy there where you could have felt like blockages. It's like not giving up because look at what's to come. Look at what's to come. All right, second week. Second week, the biggest thing would be the sun. The sun sextile Jupiter and Mercury sextile Jupiter. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you. You got a lot to celebrate with that 3 of Cups. So not giving up. Look at what happens, right? 3 of Cups, a card of celebration, end of a harvest, beginning of a new one. A lot of family energy, but also colleagues. Is like there could be like something with work that you're celebrating, maybe celebrating a new job too. But at the core of that card, bonding, okay, being social. Let's see the third week. Third week, I think the biggest thing for you would be that Mercury opposition to Saturn, but Venus moving into Virgo as well. Third week for Capricorn. Oh, there you go. The 4 of Swords. That's nice. Because remember, that's a week where Mercury moves into Libra. You saw Mars in Libra. There's all this Libra activity. 4 of Swords is Libra. Okay? Stillness of mind. Remember, equilibrium. Libra, right? Libra. Right there. That's amazing. All right. So there's a little breather that you get. And remember, you are in retrograde period where you want to take some time out, reflect, do some meditation, work on your chakras, all of that. All right. Last week would be the new moon. Solar eclipse in Virgo is a big thing. Mars moving into Scorpio, actually a really big thing for you. All right. Let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. Oh, last week. Yeah. You're good. It's like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Like, you just got justice. The reason why that's such a big deal is because I just talked about we're moving into Libra season. The equinox, all this Libra energy, Mercury moving into Libra. Justice is attributed to Libra. We have eclipses this month. Eclipses, there's nodes of fate. There's a little bit of karma, right, involved this month with Saturn, your ruler, going retrograde. Anyway, Saturn's karma, justice is karma. Not a lot of people know Saturn's actually exalted in Libra. That's why there's the karmic energy with the justice card. But the other thing is, you've got the North Node. No, I'm sorry, the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo that rules your ninth house. That does rule like the courts, like legal matters, law, like things like that. So there could be some justice being served. There could be you getting married. There could be, you know what I mean? Like, think of like just a judge and like you incorporating a company, like whatever it is. There's a lot of like karma, good karma that you're cashing in your karma points, making really good decisions, taking that action. It's the other thing. You got the only two cards in all of tarot where they hold the scale for that balance at equilibrium. You have that force where it's like, I don't even know what to say. Like, you've got a very rare spread here. I mean, this is really, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What's this card, by the way? What, I don't even know what happened here. What is going on? I didn't do anything. I didn't edit you. I'm not this. I'm not. I don't have time to go back. I gotta do this all in one shot. Oh my gosh. Oh my, you got the Wheel of Fortune pop out. What the heck? Yeah, there's your sign. There's your sign from the universe. Your life is changing. Speaking of karma, new beginnings, all over here, all over here. The Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, the Three of Cups, the Death card, like new beginnings, and then the Wheel of Fortune, card 10, 1-0, because what? New beginning, new fated, new journey. So Wheel of Fortune, attributed to Jupiter. So another reference to like partnerships, relationships, even with that Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, that like the Nine of Cups, like you're going on some brand new journey. There's big change happening. Oh my gosh, Capricorn, thanks so much. Next week, well, we'll talk. We're gonna dive deeper in the aspects, and then oh yeah, tier 3 members. Yeah, we're gonna pull more cards. We're gonna look at career, love, we'll do it, okay? And that's the thing. Like, we always look for cards. It's a different deck, and when you pull cards that are the same cards from this spread, you know the universe is really telling you, pay attention. There's over 150 cards when you get the same card. Anyway, it's been bonkers with the other signs. So I'm like, there was a lot of overlaps. Anyway, anyone's welcome to join. And if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Capricorn, what the heck? You want to take a picture? You want to take a screenshot? Go for it. I'll pose. I'll do something. Like, just, this is rare. Are you seeing everything? I don't even, it's this new system that it just keeps, there you go. Anyway, you're good. That came out of nowhere. All right, okay, I'm gonna let you go. All right, thanks so much, Capricorn. Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks so much, Capricorn. I will see you next time. Okay, soon. Thank you. Bye bye.